Okay, good day everyone. So today we're going to have this topic, no, insulators of heat and electricity. So in the previous video or in the previous discussion we had, so we had learned about the conductors of heat and electricity, and now we're going to have insulators of heat and electricity. Okay, have you noticed that all the electrical wires you use at home, from charger cables to appliance cables, are covered in plastic or rubber? Have you observed that one? No, have you observed that they are covered with rubber, no? Mga plastics, kana mga chargers na inside, no, sa sulod ana dito sa wire niya na dito ang electrical wires, and then or made of copper ang iyang electrical wires, and then naka-covered siya of plastic. So I know you have noticed that one. Okay, so why do electrical wirings are wrapped in those materials? Why? There are materials that, opposite to conductors, do not allow heat and electricity to pass through them. What materials do not allow heat and electricity to flow? No, so that's what we are going to discuss, no, in this video, no, in this topic. Okay, a material that does not allow electrons to flow is called an electrical insulator. So a material that does not allow electrons to flow is called insulator. Okay, so they are the opposite of conductor. Okay, on the other hand, a material that does not allow heat to flow is called a, a heat insulator. These materials do not transfer heat throughout their surface easily. Plastic, glass, cloth, and wood are examples of both electrical and heat insulators. So those are examples of insulators, no? Uh, that they do not allow heat and electricity to pass through, no, na easily na makapainit or makatabok. Okay, so unsan po'y purpose pala na nila? Okay, characteristics of good electrical and heat insulators. Okay, good electrical insulators prevent electric current to travel through them, no? So i-prevent nila nga makalusot, okay, maka-travel. Insulators are used to cover electrical wires to prevent the flow of electrons to other conductors such as water and the human body. So that's the reason why we need insulators like rubber, no? For example, ang kanang wire. Ang wire sa imong TV, other electrical wires, no, they have to be covered by kining rubber, no, or an insulator, so that dili sila makakuryente. Once nga mapaksi ang isa na magisi na makita na to itong electrical wire nila. Once nga imuhang kanon, once nga imong matandog or imuhang mahikapan, pwede ka makurintihan, no? So that's the purpose of an insulator, no? So ang good electrical and heat insulators, no, they do not allow, no, na um, na makatabok ang electric, no? So that's the reason, no, nganong naana siya. But there are also wires, di ba, nga wala siya insulator, wala siya naka-covered o kanang ingunahan na. So tawag na to ng mga live wire, no, nga nakakabit diha. Then other wires po makita na to diha nga naka-covered siya for the purpose nga dili siya makadisgrasya, no. So if you have observed, no, kanang kung nay wire diya sa poste nga naka-cover og ingon ani, magpiti-piti siya, di ba, once nga matanggalan siya, nay part nga matanggal, then makita tong electrical wire dito matuluan og ulan, no, pwede siya maglagiti-lagiti, no. So have you observed that one? So that's the reason of an insulator, no. Good electrical insulators are not always good heat insulators. So good electrical insulators though are not always good heat insulator. Okay, plastic and rubber are heat insulators. Therefore, heat does not easily spread on this material. However, too much heat can change some types of plastic and rubber easily by melting them. So that's why no good electrical insulators are not always good heat insulators. So dili tanan no pwede sa ilang pagod. Pwede makitos, ma-change ang forma no pag masubrahan. Okay, good heat insulators are heat resistant. No, being heat resistant is similar to being heat proof, wherein the materials does not become hot easily even if it is exposed to heat. Good insulators are these good insulators. These are materials that do not allow heat to travel through them and do not change easily. So your lunchbox, okay, your lunchbox, pagbut nga na nimo na og init, so muinit siya, then muinit ang lunchbox but still dili siya matunaw no kung dili ni kayo na atong mga tumblers no, there are insulators no, di ba, may mga plastics ana. And then also kanang mga pot nato diya sa balay, mga lutuan nato no, mga kaha nato. So di ba sa mga handle ana na sila tawag nato ana kining rubber no, rubber lang handle no. So naka-cover og rubber for you to makuan pa nimo, mahikapan pa nimo ang iyahang pan, mahikapan pa nimo ang iyahang mahikapan nimo makuan nimo siya, ma-move nimo siya no pag man nimo og luto. Okay. Okay, silicone and polystyrene or examples of plastic that are good insulators. So silicone is used in electrical wires, cooking and baking because of its electrical and heat insulating properties. So mo na sa no ginagamit because they are a good insulator. Okay? So polystyrene is commonly used to make packaging materials. One popular brand of polystyrene is styrofoam. Fresh meat, fish, and ice are commonly packed in polystyrene boxes when they are being transported from the source to the market. So kana siya no, kanang mga styro. Okay? So these are the key points. So a material that does not allow heat or electrons to flow is an insulator. Okay? Not all electrical insulators are good heat conductors too. Some electrical insulators may not be able to withstand the high heat that enters through it. No? So na yung mga other electrical insulators nga tungod sa kabugat sa heat nga yung gina-receive, so dili siya makasurvive no, dili siya ma-deform siya no. Good insulators are heat resistant. No, heat resistant is the ability of a material to resist heat to flow through it. Okay, which is not a heat insulator. So ang copper. Okay. Okay, what is not an insulator? So an object that allows heat or electricity to travel because ang insulator no, they do not allow no, they do not allow heat and electricity to flow directly no. Next. So which is the characteristic of a good insulator? So the characteristic of a good insulator is heat resistant no. He can resist from heat no. What do you call a material that does not allow electrons to flow? So we call them an electrical insulator. Okay, why electrical wires should be covered by an insulator? To prevent the flow of electrons to other conductors such as water and the human body. So that's the reason why it should be covered by why electrical wire should be covered by insulator no, para dili siya makatabok no, dili siya because it is dangerous no, dangerous mo gina siya mga electrical wires no, labi na kung dili mabantayan. Okay, so thank you and God bless.